Hey guys, how are you? Bricks Nostalgia here once again. Today we are gonna review once again another very iconic vintage Lego set from the early 90s. The set is set number 4549, the container double stack from 1993. Very iconic set. I would like to point out that the one that I'm gonna be showing you today is actually not the original set, but it's actually a customized version that I put together with the pieces I have in stock for two reasons. The first one is that the original, it's very hard for me to find the original set on sale, at least on eBay. So I got tired of it and I decided to put something together with the pieces I had available. Also, this set tends to be, if found on sale, tends to be sold for a very high price, and I'm not really willing to spend so much money to get the original set. We are talking about 70-80 pounds just to get this set, the original set, with instructions. So I decided definitely go for a cheaper solution, and this is what came out of it. As you can see, the set consists in a truck, a crane, and a flat wagon with 4 containers. We are going to get started with truck, then we're gonna move to the crane, and then we're gonna review as the last thing the wagon with the containers. So let's get on it. Okay, so with regards to the truck is a very standard design for the 80s, 90s era. It's a four studs wide truck. It consists on a truck and a trailer that comes with it, and this build that I present you here is not exactly like the original one, because even if I could have put it together exactly as in the original way, I decided to modify it a bit, and what I decided to do is to add a couple of extra wheels here, because I prefer trucks to have 6 wheels. So it's a little bit different from the original, but just this back section. Everything else is pretty much the same, and yeah, very nice. I like it. I like the color, I like the combination of red and white, and yeah, very standard design for those times. With regards to the trailer is a very easy build as well, and it has these the little feature that there is this little lever present on the bottom of it, that if pulled down allows the trailer to remain straight in an horizontal line, even if you put containers on top. Also, this trailer has been modified a little bit on this area, just for the sake of being able to fit the modified section of the original truck. So, however, very nice. I like it, and even if it is an easy build, it reminds me a lot of the old good 80s and 90s, so very happy when I look at it. Okay, next we move here to the crane. The crane is a very interesting build. I like it a lot. It's very similar to the original one, the one that you will find in real life, both in shape and in color scheme. it was done, it's a very clever build, but also made with very common parts, so not difficult to put together. Pretty much the build is presented as it is supposed to be in the original one. The only big difference is that I had to put a regular hook here on the front, while the original build comes with this particular piece here that is actually a fairly rare one and fairly expensive as well on Bricklink. I don't have it, and I'm not sure I'm gonna be buying it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it yet, if I will bump into it in the future. However, for the moment a hook will do. So the look of the crane is very peculiar. I really like it. I do remember looking at the catalog when I was a kid and being very intrigued by the shape of it being so unusual. And there's definitely a lot of texture that makes this build very interesting, like this front section with these grills. Then there is some more modified pieces here on the sides, this leather here on the side as well, that helped giving it a lot of texture. This back section is very nice, I like it a lot, with this bottom section over here. I like a lot the arm itself as well, with more details as well over here. And the main feature, however, is the arm that is has the feature of being able to be extended and contracted at will. And there are these technical beams that allow you to change the angle at which the arm rests. And if you want to have access to the cabin section, you have to pull the whole thing out to the way, lift the windshield, and then have access to the minifig. This minifig is not the original one that comes with the set. I don't have the same one, so I'm not gonna present them in this review. And I like a lot also this little feature of having this 1x1 plate with clip that allows a radio to be held here on the side of the minifig. I like it a lot, very interesting. Let me put this whole thing together once again, and yes, you can see. Very nice crane, I like it. It's a very nice build, very easy, very clever at the same time, so definitely kudos to the designers that back in those days managed to pull this thing out. Okay, with regards to the wagon and the containers, the original set comes with 4 containers, 2 that are 16 studs long and 2 that are just 8 studs long. The color scheme for these ones is pretty much the same, and they are mainly the same as the original build. The main difference is just that I don't have any doors on any of the containers, just because I don't have the pieces to make it, so I just replaced everything with regular bricks, and it's not really a big deal. There will be more texture with the doors here on the side, but I don't have them, and I will eventually, and I'm happy with that. If I will be able in the future to get my hands on the pieces in future Bricklink orders, good, otherwise I'll be fine with that. So 2 16 studs long containers, and then there's 2 8 stud long. They are different. The color scheme is different from the ones presented in the original set, but yeah, I did with the pieces I had available. This is very similar still. This is all in red, and I actually do prefer it like that. I went for a red because I had 2 of these panels with these stickers on it, so I thought it was a good idea to use them to put together this nice container. So let's move this to the side for a second, and let's move to the wagon itself. Okay, so as you can see, this wagon, that is the most customized part of the set is completely brick built. The original set will be using an old grey version of this big train base. I have only this one available, and the old grey is extremely expensive, so I decided to go to put together this build using bricks. And I had a look at another official Lego set. I can't remember its name, it's TX something. I just had a quick look at the instruction to understand how to get started, and then the whole build developed on its own, and I'm very happy with what came out. I really think it looks good. There's enough texture. I'm very happy I managed to keep it in the original color at least. It helps to remind me of the original set. And yes, as you can see, there are lots of tiles and grills all over the place, both for the sake of giving texture and also for the sake of being able to put to move containers around without effort. And the only thing I wanted to point out is about how I managed to add this type of texture here to this side. So if you just let me take this little piece out, what happened is that while I was building the build, I had this big gap that I wanted to cover somehow. So what I did was to use these brackets in old grey. They used to be used a lot in classic space sets. Then add just this couple of 2x2 old grey tiles, and then once everything was put together in place, I could see that everything was matching well, and the type of texture that was added to it is a type of texture that I like a lot, so I'm very happy about it. The wheels are the regular the regular wheels from the 9-volt era, as in the original set. The only thing I wanted to point out, you've already seen the containers being stuck like in the original presentation. However, if you add these support here in the middle, something that I like a lot is that the containers at this point can be, at least the two big ones, can be put on the wagon this way, which is actually my favorite way to display these set. Now you're gonna be left out with these two spare. You can put them on top, but I don't like to put anything else on top. I prefer to leave it like that, and you can eventually put the two spare ones on the truck if you really want to put them somewhere. But yeah, this is my favorite combination, I would say. So guys, pretty much that's it. I think I said everything I wanted to say about this set. I hope you liked it. So if you want to put something to have the set in your collection, you know that it doesn't have to be exactly the same as the original, but this is a good one to customize, because you can get a lot out just using regular common parts and getting a bit more creative. So I hope you like this review. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe, and I will see you later. Okay, bye bye, thank you.